Ladies and gentlemen, today, I invite you to journey back in time to one of the greatest centers of learning and culture the world has ever known, the Library of Alexandria. Revered as the most famous library of the ancient world, it wasn't just a building filled with scrolls, it was a symbol of humanity's thirst for knowledge, an early attempt to collect and preserve the totality of human understanding. But what was the Library of Alexandria? Who built it? What happened to it? And why does it continue to fascinate us thousands of years later? Let's explore these questions together. The Library of Alexandria was founded in the 3rd century BCE in the Egyptian city of Alexandria, which had been established by Alexander the Great. After Alexander's death, his general Ptolemy I Soter took control of Egypt and set out to make Alexandria not just a political capital, but an intellectual one. Under his rule and that of his successors, the idea was born to build a library that would house every book, scroll, and piece of recorded knowledge from around the world. The vision was grand, to gather all of humanity's written knowledge in one place. The Ptolemies sent emissaries across Asia, Africa, and Europe to acquire texts. Ships that docked at Alexandria were sometimes searched, and their scrolls were copied, the originals kept and copies returned. This aggressive collection policy helped the library amass a vast collection. The library wasn't a standalone institution. It was part of a larger complex known as the Mouseion, or Temple of the Muses. Think of it as a combination of a university, research institute, and cultural center. Scholars lived there, studied, debated, and taught. They were provided stipends, housing, and food so they could focus entirely on their work. The Mouseion attracted thinkers from all over the ancient world: Greece, Egypt, India, the Middle East. It was home to some of the most brilliant minds of the time, including Euclid, the father of geometry; Eratosthenes, who calculated the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy; Herophilos, who performed early human dissections and made advances in anatomy; Callimachus, a poet and bibliographer who organized the library's catalogue. Estimates suggest that the library held between 40,000 and 400,000 scrolls, possibly more. These included works on philosophy, astronomy, mathematics, literature, medicine, and many other subjects. Texts were written in Greek, but also in Egyptian, Hebrew, Persian, and other languages, many translated into Greek for preservation. The librarians classified the scrolls by subject and author, and they even pioneered early cataloging systems. It was an ambitious, intellectual endeavor that aimed not only to store knowledge, but to advance it. One of the biggest questions surrounding the library is, what happened to it? The truth is, we don't know exactly. There wasn't one single event that destroyed the library; it likely suffered multiple disasters over time. Julius Caesar's fire, 48 BCE, during his campaign in Alexandria, Caesar ordered the burning of ships in the harbor, and the fire may have spread to parts of the library. Attacks in the 3rd century CE, riots and conflicts, including those involving Emperor Aurelian, damaged parts of the city and possibly the library. Theodosius' edicts, late 4th century CE, as Christianity rose to dominance, pagan institutions were shut down, including the Mouseion. Muslim conquest, 7th century CE. Some sources claim that the library was destroyed during the Muslim conquest, but this is debated by historians and often considered a legend. It's likely that the library didn't disappear in a single moment, but slowly faded due to neglect, fire, war, and shifting cultural priorities. The idea of the Library of Alexandria continues to inspire. It represents the dream of universal knowledge and the power of human curiosity. In a world where we now have access to more information than ever before, the library reminds us of how precious knowledge is and how fragile its preservation can be. The library also teaches us the importance of tolerance, international collaboration, and the protection of intellectual heritage. It gathered works from different cultures and languages, reflecting a global spirit long before globalization was a word. Today, the spirit of the ancient library lives on in the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, a modern library and cultural center opened in 2002 in Alexandria. It serves as a symbol of knowledge sharing across borders, much like its ancient predecessor. The Library of Alexandria was more than a building. It was a revolutionary commitment to collect, preserve, and share the wisdom of the world. Although it no longer stands, its legacy lives on in every university, library, and archive. It challenges us to never stop seeking knowledge and to protect the foundations of learning for future generations.